Welcome back. You just graduated Pasta 101. You learned how to toss pasta in with the sauce. You learned how to season your water, and you learned how to put some sort of cheese over the top of it depending on the sauce. So let's graduate to, what would it be, advanced? Honors pasta. What we're gonna make now is we have our spicy arrabbiata sauce. It's made with garlic and chili flakes and a tomato sauce. We have our beautiful spaghetti. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bump it up a little bit by adding some sauteed shrimp. Here we are again, pasta water. What do? Add salt to it. What do we want it to taste like? Salty like the sea. And how do we do that? You taste it. Without burning yourself. Please don't burn yourself. And then message me and say you burned yourself on the hot pasta water. Very salty. That's what we want. First thing that's gonna happen, spaghetti goes in. And we want to move it around a little bit, okay? And we don't want to lose the boil because it's a smaller pot. It should be no problem. It should come right back to boil. I have some diced shrimp, a little bit of olive oil in a hot pan, okay? Don't add it to a cold pan because you want to get a little bit of color on it, okay? A little bit of salt. Let those cook. Yeah, look at that. Our pasta water's at a nice boil now, okay? This is a way to kind of like make the arrabbiata sauce a little fancy. We got spicy tomato, we have shrimp, we have spaghetti, we can add some herbs to that, like basil, we can add some chives to it. There's all kinds of things over here that we can make to make it really interesting. So you don't hammer the shrimp, you know, don't blast it. They should be like a little bit medium rare because what's gonna happen is we'll add the sauce to that and the shrimp can continue to cook in the sauce. So you probably want to cook them about halfway and then turn it down to a low temperature. And then we'll add our beautiful spicy arrabbiata sauce. Just a nice stir. Man, it smells great. Somebody said in order to see if spaghetti is done, you throw it against the wall. Please don't do that. Please, you could just taste it, okay? You could just like take it out with your hands, make sure you don't burn yourself. You start winging pasta around your house and then it's gonna get stuck and then you're gonna find it later and then you're gonna call me. I just don't need that. I got my own problems going on, okay? So it's been a couple minutes. The spaghetti takes a little bit longer than like a noodle that has a little bit thinner of a noodle because it's pretty dense, okay? If you have bucatini, it had a hole in the middle, it cooks really fast. It's a beautiful al dente. Still a little crunchy in the middle. Bring it over here to our colander, and then we can just empty it all out. Now, I like to save some of that pasta water. You can do that by saving some of the pasta water, and just in case we need it for the sauce. It's the perfect amount of sauce for the perfect amount of pasta, so the best way to do that is just trial and error. If you think you have too much sauce, that's okay, you can always save it. Too little sauce where the pasta's dry, that's where you kind of get in the problem. If you have too little sauce, that's okay, just add a little bit more sauce, just make sure you bring it up to a boil, okay? Here, let's add a little bit of chives to this, you know. Give it a nice, beautiful flavor. I wouldn't add any cheese to this because I really want to let the spiciness and the shrimp kind of speak for itself. Obviously, this is probably enough pasta for a whole family, or if you're like me, you're just gonna eat it all at once in the dark. Pull your pasta out first. You see how the noodles are completely covered in the sauce? This is what we want. Okay. That looks pretty good, no? I think so. It smells good. This one could definitely use a little bit of olive oil. I really like this olive oil with a lot of the pastas. Like I said, I would shy away from cheeses, but if you want to get fancy now, you can add here a couple chive sprigs over the top. If you want to impress your friends, there you go. There you go. Pasta number 2. We're rolling along, huh?